Hey guys, it's Yolanda and welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since the last time I filmed a video, and I have no excuses. I say that every single time, and it's because it's true. No excuses. But I'm locking in. It's 2026. Like this year's it. Like it's happening this year, I promise, okay? But anyways, I'm back. And I wanted to do a little like 2025 reading wrap up, all the books I read in 2025. I did this video like 2 years ago, I think, or last year, or both. I don't remember. Probably not last year. I've definitely done this video before and I want to do it again. So I'm gonna do it again. Also, I'm trying something new. I do have my little snowball that I got for Christmas in like 2013 when I thought I was gonna be a gaming YouTuber. So I'm just gonna use it today because I've never used it other than like just to mess around with it. So let's try it out, see if we like it. If we don't like the mic, girl, don't worry, she will be gone. But I did put a little sticker on top of the red light, an Urban Decay setting spray sticker, because the red light was glaring on my face. But yeah, I'm also trying something new with filming on my bed. I'm just praying my camera doesn't fall, I'm praying my water doesn't spill, and I just hope this setup is okay. It felt cozy. I wanted to give like a cozy vibe. So anyways, let's just get right into it because I'm really excited to talk about this stuff with you guys. I love talking about books, and sometimes I can like just ramble and I do feel bad when I ramble when I'm like talking, like when I'm having a conversation, because I don't even notice I'm doing it, and then like 3 minutes pass and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm literally rambling for no reason. But this is YouTube. You guys chose to be here, so you guys get to listen to me ramble. All right, last year, so I opened Goodreads. I have my little stats. But last year, my goal was to read 40 books, I believe. Let's just say we did not hit that. We didn't even get close to it. But it's okay because I was a busy gal last year. I had a lot going on. Finally went to school, so I was being studious and reading other books, not my fun little novels. So yeah, in total I read 24 books, which isn't bad, but it is less than last year, so I am a little sad about that. But we're locking in this year. Like I said, this year's gonna be the year, so don't even worry, guys. Don't be scared. Everything will work out, I promise. 24 books in the year of 2025. It says I read 11,039 pages. Is that a lot? Let's compare to last year. How many pages did I read last year? 12,758. And I read 31 books last year. But we're not talking, 2024. But we're not talking about 2024. We're talking about 2025. Okay, let's see. Shortest book I read was The Fall Risk by Abby Jimenez. This was just like a short story, I believe, and it was honestly really fun. I really enjoyed reading her. So if you want like a little fun rom-com, just to like get you back into the reading mood, I definitely recommend that. It's really fast-paced and it's really good. Like, I wish it was a little longer. Okay, and then the longest book I read this year was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which was 807 pages long, which I think in my reading journal I put that I want to read a book over 800 pages, so I can cross that off. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the video. Okay, and then it says the average book length was 459 pages, which is cool. It's probably from the Harry Potter books that's making that average go up, because I feel like majority of the books I tend to gravitate towards are like 350 pages. That's cool. Thanks, Harry Potter. Most shelved book is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It's it's not a classic, I guess, in the reading world, but it's like everyone knows about her, so of course. Are these stats important? I don't think they are. I'll keep going. It's just telling me random stuff now. And then the least shelved book was Tina Knowles, The Matriarch. Okay, my average rating for 2025 was a 3.9. I'm really bad at rating books. I just don't really have a good rating system set in my mind. So, I mean, if I'm obsessed with it, if I love it, I'm gonna give it a 5-star. Was it like the greatest work in the entire universe world? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know what I like. But yeah, I'm really bad at rating books and I usually forget. I don't know, but it says a 3.9. Whatever. And then my first review of the year was for Onyx Storm. I gave her a 4-star. Now that I'm thinking about it, guys, don't hate me. If I'm being honest, Onyx Storm was like the least memorable book out of the series so far for me. But I don't know if maybe I didn't read it at a good time. I read it like right when it came out because I was just so excited, but I also had like a million other things on my mind, so I don't think I was like really focused. The ending was insane though. Like, I need to know what happens next. But like, I just loved Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing was so good. Iron Flame was really good. And Onyx Storm, I don't know. What's her name? Rebecca Yarros? I hope she really just wraps it up in the last book. But yeah, that book was insane. Literally, but I didn't even write a review. I just put some emojis because I was clearly confused. 24 books in 2025. It would have been cool if I did 25 and 25. Hopefully I get 26 this year. Okay, but now that we're done with all of like the Goodreads stats, I do want to give a shout out to some books that really stood out to me this year for just different reasons. Let's see. Let's start. Okay, we'll start with Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman. This book, I think I gave it like a 3-star. But it is special to me because it was the first book I took to a book club. It is also the only book I annotated this year. So she is special to me because of that. I believe, I might be making this up, but I swear we talked about it. This is like a fanfic to a movie or another book. A movie with Chris Evans. I'm pretty sure. Or no, it's a fanfic to like Chris Evans, like something that actually happened to Chris Evans. Maybe it wasn't Chris Evans. I think it was. I honestly don't remember. But she was pretty good. She was fun. She didn't really stand out to me other than the fact that I took her to book club and I annotated her. And honestly, you guys can hate on the pink and red, but I love it. Look at her. Come on now. Okay, the next book that stood out to me this year is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Guys, before... What does Cynthia Erivo do? Or whatever. But before you say anything, listen, hear me out, okay? This was the first dark romance... Or no, what is this mafia romance that this is the first one I've ever read. I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy it, and I feel like I read it at a really good time because this takes place in Chicago and I read it days before I left to Chicago. So I felt like not that I was what's her name? Ida. Not that I felt like I was Ida. I'm the complete opposite of Ida. I just felt like I was somehow part of the story because I was going to Chicago like the next day. So it felt really cool to read her. I did buy the second book in the series at Half Price Books, and it's also on Kindle Unlimited, so I'll probably hopefully get to that one this year. But yeah, Brutal Prince. Also, this cover is just so cute. Like, look at her. Come on. And you would think like, oh my gosh, the strawberries are so cute. But once you start reading, you'll be like, oh, so they're there for a reason. But whatever, I'm just goofing around about this. It was really good though. I did enjoy it. I think I gave it 4 stars or 5 stars, probably 4. I literally could check, my phone's right there, but I'm not going to. You guys are gonna have to trust me. Okay, now I'm going to sound like a nerd, so if you don't want to hear me sound like a nerd, then you can go ahead and click off of this video because I'm about to get into it. We all know how obsessed I am with Harry Potter, okay? So if you don't want to hear me rant about Harry Potter for like 5 minutes, then you go ahead and click off this video or scroll to the end. Actually, I'll talk about one more before I get to Harry Potter. So this one is super duper special to me. It is Matriarch by Miss Tina Knowles. And okay, hear me out, guys. Picture this. I'm about to go to Chicago, okay? I just know this book came out and Miss Tina was going on a book tour with Beyonce. Well, she was going on tour with Beyonce and she did tour stops for her book in the same cities that Beyonce was in. Blah, 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 blah. When I found out that Miss Tina had a book, or was coming out with a book, was going on a tour, and I was gonna be in that city, I'm like, I have to read this book. I have to be there. Like, I need to see Miss Tina talk about this. So I read her. For this one, it was really special because I got the audiobook, so I was able to actually listen to Miss Tina read it while I'm like looking at the pages. And then there's also like a few photos in here as well. We got this at the thing. I did bring my book. This was also my first like book event thing I ever attended. So with like where the author was present. So I was like gagged. I was so excited. But yeah, there's like tons and tons of photos in here. It just felt so special to be a part of this. Oop, let me not drop the mic. It just felt really special, and I got a little inside look of like Beyonce, hello, like that's major. So I got a little inside look into just their life and their upbringing, and like Miss Tina before like Beyonce, I guess, and just how she grew up, and then like she had like her businesses and like just a ton. It was very motivating because I swear Miss Tina has lived like a million lives and she's still like on top of it. So it was really cool to just read her story and hear her talk about it. But yeah, this book will always have a special place in my heart because I was gagged like the whole time. I'm just like, I'm obsessed with her. Now we're gonna get into the Harry Potter books. I only have 2, and there's 7. You're welcome. First book I'm going to talk about is the classic that we were talking about earlier, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I also have like the alt covers that came like in a box set, which is a little bit annoying because I'm like, it's not the classic ones, but they're also cute. But anyways, this book, can I just get into it? I'm just gonna get into it for a second, okay guys? So my family and I, we plan a vacation to Orlando, okay? We decided before we left, we're gonna go to Universal. 1, it's cheaper. 2, they had like the Jurassic Park, which my brothers love Jurassic Park, and they had like Velocicoaster and all that. So like it just made the most sense to go there while I'm wearing a Mickey shirt. Before we left, this maybe like a month or 2 before, I had like the idea to start reading Harry Potter because I've never watched the movies, never read the books. At my grown age, at 20 years old, I knew nothing about Harry Potter other than one thing from the last book, Deathly Hallows, where they give everyone the Polyjuice potion to transform into him. That's like the only thing I knew because I like remember seeing that part of the movie somewhere, maybe like in a trailer or maybe like just online, I don't know, but that's literally all I knew. I went into all of this blindly, and I'm like, I'm gonna start reading Harry Potter, 1, so I can know like what Harry Potter is, because I'm gonna go to Universal. I want to know like the whole land is. I just wanted to be informed, but I didn't want to watch the movie just because I know myself. If I don't read the book first, and I watch the movie first, I'm not gonna read the book. So I'm like, I need to read the book first. I think I got maybe like 20-30% into the book by the time we went to Universal. So I'm like, okay, well, I only know really about like Diagon Alley, and I know who Hagrid is. I knew that I did not know a lot. So we get to Universal. We were in Hogsmeade. So while I was just there, I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, I love everything about this. I love it all. Being at Universal really motivated me to like finish this book. I believe I finished it on my trip, and I'm like, bruh, I wish I like just finished it before I got to Universal, because it would have, a lot of the things I saw, I didn't know what they were, and they just would have meant so much more to me if I knew what they were in the moment. We got our little butter beers. I got me and my brother a frozen butter beer, and we drank that while we were in line for Hagrid's 2-hour wait. I made my whole family wait, because I'm like, guys, like, everyone says like this is the best ride at Universal, so we have to ride this. It's Hagrid. I know who Hagrid is, and it's gonna be so fun. But yeah, so Sorcerer's Stone like really just like locked me in, especially after watching the movie. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm here. There's one book in particular that really just stuck to me. I think about it every day, basically. My favorite Harry Potter book, Reveal. It's not my favorite movie, but it is my favorite book. Ready, guys? It is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So I think just the transition from going from Order of the Phoenix, where Harry Potter spoilers, so sorry, but this series has been out for years. You've had enough time. Sirius literally dies. Okay? Harry is going through it. Mind you, the entire year, Dumbledore's just ignoring him. Dumbledore's like trying to stay away from Harry. You know, like Harry's like, oh my gosh, I have a relative, not really, kind of, sort of, godfather, I believe. I have a relative. I have someone that is related to me, that actually cares about me, and is here for me when I need them, okay? And then he's gone. And then Dumbledore's like, I was trying to protect you, Harry. I'm gonna cry. See, like, it's so stupid. Just like the regret that Dumbledore had for not speaking to Harry that entire year, and then going from that into this, where Dumbledore just like really cherishes every moment he has with Harry throughout the entire book. It was just really special to see like them build that connection. And then it literally broke my heart at the end of the book. I went through it with this book. This is also the fastest the quickest I read one of the Harry Potter books. In Deathly Hallows, you know that like it's revealed that Dumbledore knew he was gonna die like that year. So just like watching it, I guess I haven't read this knowing all like that Dumbledore knew he was gonna die, but like watching the movie and just seeing that connection that Dumbledore's like really trying to like cherish before it's all over. Okay, another reason I really enjoyed this one was because the Ginny and Harry like finally became what they are, I guess. Were they like official, or were they like official but like not official? I don't remember. Actually, I do. They were official, and then at the end Harry's like, girl, we gotta cut this off. If you're close to me, the Death Eaters are gonna try and get you, blah blah blah. Also, Ginny has like a whole personality. In the movies, she's just like so monotone and has no personality, but in the book she's great. The connection that they grow together, and then like the part where Harry telling Ron about like your sister has good skin or whatever that part is. Kindle notes and highlights. This quote killed me. I'm sorry for yelling. I have a mic. This quote, forget the Ginny stuff. I'm back to Dumbledore. This quote literally killed me, and then they did it in the movie too, and I was like, this is Dumbledore talking to Harry. I'm not worried, Harry, said Dumbledore. His voice a little stronger despite the freezing water. I'm with you. Like, I cried. And then this says, Ginny running toward him, she had a hard, blazing look in her face as she threw her arms around him. And without thinking, without planning it, without worrying about the fact that 50 people were watching, Harry kissed her. No. That was my note. I wrote no. I love when characters share a really close connection, and this book was all about that. And then like the hatred towards Snape, insane. Draco being up to literally no good. I hate Bellatrix. Is she really in this book other than when she goes to visit, or when she goes to Hogwarts? I don't think so, but I hate her, and anyone that stands her, stay away from me, because that says everything I need to know about you.
Hi guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I also wanted to bring up the fact that Bellatrix makes Snape and Nerissa, is that her name? Draco's mom. She makes them do the unbreakable promise or whatever, which like, she's just insane. But like low-key, Snape already knew that Dumbledore was cooked. But like, she's just crazy. Like I hate her. Okay, back to the video. Sorry, guys.
That is the last book I brought to talk about. But overall, 2025 was a good year. Some books I wish I got to. The, what's it called? Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I wish I got to her. I don't know why I didn't get to her, but I will get to her this year. And if she comes out with another book this year, then I will also get to her that one as well. ACOTAR, I really want to finish that series. It's good. I just don't know why I'm not gravitating to pick it up. Maybe because it's been over a year since the last book I read, and I read like halfway through it. So I would A, have to start over, or B, just hope I remember everything while I continue reading it. Brandon Sanderson, I really want to try and get into his books. My old manager loves Brandon Sanderson, and he writes fantasy, and I love fantasy, and I really just want to like get more into that. I want to get into fantasies where there's not like, where it's not a romantasy, because that's kind of what I've been doing. Harry Potter was like the first fantasy series I've read where there's like no romance, or like adult romance, I guess, and I really enjoyed it, but it is a children's book, so I do want to like graduate up to like adult fantasy. One of my goals this year is to read at least like 6 nonfiction books, so we'll see if I get to that. I don't know. I also want to I want to read like a classic, like one of the like official classics, like Frankenstein or like Pride and Prejudice, or those are the only 2 that came to mind. But I do want to like read one of those this year at least, because I just kind of stick to what I like, and I'm trying to branch out a little more. There is actually one more book, and I missed it because it was on my Kindle. Also, guys, look how cute this is. Look at her. But I read Housemaid because I was planning on going to see the movie, and it was really, really good. The book was really good, and unpopular opinion, I believe, in my humble opinion, that the movie was better than the book. At least the ending was. The ending was just a lot more satisfying in my opinion. Spoiler, I should have said spoiler before. I'm so sorry. Well, am I spoiling it if I'm not really saying what happened? I don't know. I loved how the ending of the movie was compared to the book. I'm getting like, I'm really tired, guys. It's 11:48 p.m. and I still need to do a lot. Like, my day's not over yet, so I need to lock in. But I feel like I should do my reading journal stuff in another video, just because that'll probably take me like so long to do right now, and I'm actually gonna pass out the second I turn this camera off. So yeah, that is all for today. I guess my reading goal, I'll say my reading goal for this year. My reading goal for this year is 30. I brought it down 10 just because I feel like I can actually like hit that, maybe even go above. So I think that's like the most realistic goal I've set for myself, because usually I just set a goal and pray that I get there. So I'm gonna be realistic this year. I'm gonna do 30. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well. And if you don't, then don't talk to me. I'm just kidding. I will accept anyone that chooses to be here and chooses to hang out with me. That is all. And I will, hopefully we like the setup. Maybe I can do more videos like this. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully within like the next month or so, and not in a year. So yeah. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.